Welcome to the Charbon Report and our listeners on Google, Spotify, and other podcast platforms. I'm Michael A. Charbon. Today's title, Disaster Debates for Democrats. You know, I've never witnessed so much attention given to the Senate, House, and gubernatorial debates. America is paying attention, and that's a good thing because America's in perilous times. Rarely has there been a midterm election that will be so redirective in determining America's financial, cultural, and traditional direction. On Monday night, in Philadelphia, the eyes of America were on a TV debate that I believe represents a watershed example of the Democratic Party's impending demise. The Pennsylvania Senate debate between Democrat John Fetterman and Republican Mehmet Oz, I watched the whole thing. We wish John Fetterman a healthy and complete recovery from his stroke, which was no fault of his own. We wish he gets better. But how in good conscience? Really, could the Pennsylvania Democratic Party, Fetterman's campaign team, his wife and family, allow this man to participate in a television debate regardless of his horrendous platform? I felt sorry, embarrassed, and so very sad for the obvious and profound cognitive difficulties Fetterman had. Is he fit to serve? Oh yeah, imagine a week before that debate went on, President Biden actually flew to meet John Fetterman in person. Hey, so Joe, do you think Fetterman was shape? Was he in shape? Was he ready to be a Democratic senator? I guess it reminded Joe of 89-year-old Senator Dianne Feinstein. Oh, they're all good. My goodness. The media kept assuring America, just like they do, about Biden and Feinstein, both with obvious sliding cognitive conditions. Why even former President Barack Obama recorded a TV endorsement for John Fetterman. Really? You proud of that, Mr. Obama? What the heck is going on in America? Any question you had about Fetterman's competency was clearly evident in Fetterman's first words. This is his opening line to the debate. His opening line, first thing he says, "Good night, everybody." And good night it was. It just went downhill from there. But the larger point here, I'm not going to belabor this, the larger point here is the Democrats did irreparable damage to their political brand and the American voters' faith in them. The country was watching. And what Americans saw was embarrassing, sad, untrustworthy, maddening, deceiving, and wrong, regardless of your political affiliation. The same words that many Americans use when describing the U.S. economy under the current administration. America switched the dial and clicked on the web, also to watch the New York gubernatorial debate. Yeah, Democrat Kathy Hochul, who was installed, remember, after the dismal and disgraceful departure of Governor Cuomo, well, she barely stood up to Republican challenger Lee Zeldin. Remember, New York State is staunchly Democratic and has been for years. Republican challenger Zeldin, well, he talked about crime, the economy, gas, no cash bail, the border, the poor stewardship of New York State, and losing New York City to shooters and carjackers. Lee Zeldin, he killed the debate. He won it hands down, and now is neck and neck with Hochul. Imagine that. New York, right? But what really struck me even more was the gubernatorial debate in Colorado. Yes, Colorado. Why, who the heck watches a debate in Colorado? Well, believe me, you don't have to live in Colorado to watch that because the issues in Colorado are the same that are in American minds, okay? Here, a Republican challenger, a small-town Colorado girl, #MadMom, she's wonderful. It's fighting for ranchers and farmers. That's everyday people, right? Heidi Ganahl debated incumbent Democrat Jared Polis with Colorado issues that resonate to Americans. You ready for this? Horrific fentanyl deaths. Cancel the sanctuary state, which Colorado is. Tighten the border. Back the police. Stop skyrocketing crime. Stop out-of-hand inflation. Put education power back in the hands of parents. Where in Colorado, unfortunately, 60% of kids read below grade age. Grade level, I should say. Imagine that. And work to create zero income tax and create affordable housing. Wow. Really? Sign her up, Colorado. What's the vote for? Republican Heidi Ganahl hit it out of the park because every point Ganahl identified resonates with Americans. There's a common problem here, kids. Americans are mad at how 2 years of progressive democratic mismanagement of destructive policies, the middle class, you've lost 7% less of your net worth. 7%. And they feel crippling inflation. I mean, $400 more a month. Just imagine that just to live. You're paying more than $400 per month. I mean, the stock market's in the dumper. I mean, signs of an impending recession, if it isn't already here, are at the door as interest rates are going up, and many will lose their house and end up on the street. Americans are struggling just to put food on the table and $5 of gas in the car. I mean, today, 63% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck with no savings. 63%. And nearly half of those are six-figure earners. Major American cities are not safe anymore. Law enforcement is demoralized. Defunding and losing officers is not the way to go. Left Democrat attorney generals have instituted no cash bail and released repeat criminals back on the streets, showing no deterrent to the rampant murders and rape statistics in progress in Democratic states. But in true American spirit, and this is wonderful, adversity spawns action, okay? African Americans, and specifically Latino Americans, will no longer be taken for granted as automatic Democratic votes. Not anymore, folks. These God-fearing, hard-working people believe in the tradition of a strong family and family values. They repudiate woke ideologues corrupting their children's minds in schools with gender fluidity and sexual indoctrination. They protect women's sports. For who? Guess what? For women. They protect women's sports. They work every day for the American dream. Their hands are dirty, and they appreciate America as a land of opportunity. And it's these minority groups who are watching these debates. Sadly, it's also these people who are the hardest hit by recession, by shootings, by violent crimes, and depletion of real money in their pockets. America's paying attention, and they're taking names, and they will affect change come November 8th. Now listen to this. Imagine Texas Republican Representative Mayra Flores, okay? She's a Hispanic. She's denied admission to the Congressional Hispanic Caucus, which was originally founded as a bipartisan group of Latino members of Congress. You know why? Because they don't allow Republicans. They only allow Democrats. Really? Really? Nice work. Les idiotas esplanaccia l'8 novembre. Trying. Advanced polls, you ready for this? They're reporting record turnouts for midterms. And ironically, you ready for this? Instituting advanced polls is voter ID. And guess what, Stacey Abrams? Imagine that. Hold on, America. The cavalry, it's coming. Finally, please press like, share, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. For more pieces, visit thecharbonreport.com. Until next time, God bless, and please stay safe, and don't forget to vote. I'm Michael A. Charbon for the Charbon Report.